Ben. I'm 20 years old, and what I saw at Huggate near York changed everything. It was a Saturday afternoon last autumn. Me and my girlfriend Emma, now ex, drove out to Huggate Poetry Lane like we'd done dozens of times before. Her Jack Russell Biscuit was in the back seat, excited as always. It was our spot, quiet, peaceful, away from everything. We parked and walked down to the poetry bench, this old wooden seat overlooking a small field with a tree line at the edge. We sat down talking about normal stuff, what pub later, plans for Sunday. Biscuit ran ahead, sniffing around. That's when everything went wrong. Movement caught my eye along the trees. Something was creeping through the shadows at the edge of the woods. At first, I thought it was a hunter in a ghillie suit, all covered in ragged strips that blended with the undergrowth. But the way it moved made my skin crawl. Too smooth, too deliberate. "Emma," I whispered, gripping her arm. "Look." She saw it too. We both froze. The thing moved in short bursts, staying low but upright, pressed against the tree line. Then it stopped completely and just waited. Biscuit had gone silent, pressed against Emma's legs, trembling. That dog never shut up, but now he wouldn't make a sound. We must have watched it for 30 seconds. Neither of us could look away. Then it moved. It exploded across the field with impossible speed, not running like a person, but moving in this loping, predatory way that made my stomach turn. A rabbit's squeals pierced the air, sudden and sharp, then cut off abruptly. The creature stood up. My blood went cold. It was massive, at least 7 feet tall, maybe more. But it wasn't the height that terrified me. Its proportions were wrong. The arms hung too long. The way it stood was too stiff, too angular, like something trying to imitate a human but getting it slightly off. Then it turned its head and looked straight at us. I've never felt fear like that. Pure animal terror that bypasses your brain and goes straight to your gut. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but I couldn't move. Emma's nails dug into my arm. "That's not a person," she breathed. The thing just stood there, motionless, watching us. The dead rabbit dangled from its hand. "We need to go," I finally managed. "Now." We stood slowly and started walking back toward the car, trying not to run. But I kept looking back. I couldn't help it. First glance, still there watching. Second glance, hadn't moved an inch. Third glance, same position like a statue. Fourth glance, still staring. Then I looked back a fifth time, maybe 6 seconds later. It was gone. The field was completely empty. "Where the hell did it go?" Emma's voice cracked. I spun around, scanning everywhere. The tree line, the field, the woods beyond. Nothing. Something that size couldn't disappear that fast in open space. It was impossible. We ran to the car. I fumbled with the keys, my hands shaking so badly I could barely get them in the ignition. The drive home was silent except for Biscuit whimpering in the back. When I dropped Emma off, she looked at me with hollow eyes. "We don't talk about this. Ever." We broke up 2 weeks later. She couldn't even look at me without remembering. But here's the thing that keeps me awake at night. I've been back to Huggate since then. I don't know why. Maybe to prove to myself it wasn't real, that I'd imagined it. Last month I went back to that same bench at dusk. I found footprints in the mud near the tree line, but they weren't human footprints. They were too long, too narrow, and there were only 3 toes. I ran back to my car and I haven't been back since. But sometimes, late at night, I wonder if it's still there, waiting in those woods. And I wonder if it remembers me too. If you want more scary stories like this, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more scary videos.